You finished the first draft, now what? Hi, my name is Sheetal and I'm now working on the second draft of my debut fantasy novel. Once I finished the first draft, I was really lost on how to start approaching the second draft, but I came up with a guide and I wanted to share it with you guys. First is when I was actually writing my first draft, I had kind of this brain dump document of things that I needed to come back to. So for example, it had something that says, figure out what season it is because I kept messing up the seasons. So this might not be applicable to you based on whether or not you have a document like that, but step one for me was to go through that document and figure out what on that list is still required and kind of gather that all together. Step two is to go back and reread every single chapter. Then while you're going through the chapters, you can write notes of what you need to add or what you need to remove or what you need to kind of change around in order for things to make sense. Step three for me, again, this might not be applicable to you, but I wrote a lot of really long chapters. I have like a few chapters that are 10K words that I know need to be broken up. So step three for me is to go back and split the chapters where they make sense, combining chapters into one or splitting out chapters and kind of rearranging the pieces to make it all flow and make it all make sense. And then the last step is to actually now again start from chapter one and based on the notes that I made previously, edit the chapter. I'm taking everything one chapter at a time because I know if I look at the document as a whole, I'm going to get very overwhelmed. So I feel like the best way to approach it is to take it one chapter at a time, but this time with the added context of knowing what happens in the rest of the story. That's kind of my overall guide for how I'm approaching the second draft. Let me know if you thought it was helpful or if there are any things that you did or are going to do in your second draft that I might have missed.